Good day, good day. May this be your blessing and mindset that today was made just for you. And because you are here, because you clicked on the link that you saw, or because you were interested in the words that you read, you are here, purposed to be here. Because there is a part of you that knows that there is goodness in this day for you. So take that in and let that bless you. That heaven designed this day with you in mind. And today holds everything that you need to be the best version of yourself and to succeed. Let's start the day with some self-love, with some self-worth, and some self-work. Yes, yes, yes. So that you begin and end this day with the goodness that you deserve. I'm Renada. Welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so thankful that we're sharing in this moment together. And I'm so excited to talk about this subject because it's one that really just brings a smile to my face. I appreciate being able to share in this subject matter with the people that are closest to me. And now the Lord has made sure that you're a part of that too. So I get to share with you. And this is about showing up for ourselves. Or another way to think of it is giving yourself a chance. Sometimes that can be so hard to do. Just give yourself a chance. Believe that you deserve. So how do we honor ourselves and shine? By making the most of each opportunity every day so that we receive our wins. Because victory belongs to you. We are more than conquerors through him who loves us. So there is victory intended in this day for you. You were made to win. You were made to win. I'm going to say it again because I want you to hear it and I want it to resonate and I want it to settle and I want it to encompass your heart and your mind and I want it to reach out and grab you and I want you to embrace it. You were made to win. And I know that may be hard to believe. It may not be something that you've ever imagined somebody would say to you because of what you've been through or because of what your past looks like or because of the history of your family or because of the struggle that you have. You were made to win. And you deserve to have the opportunity to win and to see your victories. And winning looks different for everybody. For some people, winning looks like excelling in a sport. For other people, it looks like promotions on your job. For some people, winning is getting through the day without allowing emotion to cloud their judgment or for feelings to grip them and keep them from moving. For some people, getting out of the bed is a win. For other people, envisioning yourself better than where you are right now is a win, especially when you move in that direction, when you are working towards a goal. That is a win. Everybody's wins look different. But no matter how you interpret winning, it all comes from the same place, from the same root. A win is any time that we choose to respond to a situation that we are facing with action so that we end better than we began. And in order to say that you have won at something, you have to know that when it's all said and done, when the dust settles, when trophies are being handed out, when applause is being given, even if it's just you applauding yourself, it means that you feel like you gained something that was advantageous or that reflects an improved state of being, or that you just came out on the other side of that situation better than how you started. Don't discount your wins. Don't diminish yourself, because then it's almost like you're invalidating your wins. If you set a boundary in your day, that's a win. And you deserve to celebrate that win. When people take away an understanding of who you are because you set that boundary and they understood it, interpreted it, and then responded to you according to your boundary, that is a win. If you were able to focus on a goal and then give yourself time and energy in moving in that direction, that is a win. Do not let yourself or anyone else diminish your victories, because you were made to win. Think about the most challenging situation that you faced recently. Whether it was at work, at home, at school, in a store, in a restaurant, with a spouse, with a coworker, whatever that was. Did you see the win in it? Do you see the win in it? Or do you feel like you even won? That's a challenging question for some of us. But if you reinforced a boundary, or if you were able to maintain your peace, or if you were able to persevere, that was a win. And you always benefit. You are always a benefactor when you choose to see your wins. So, when we were living in Hawaii, and this was right after everything opened back up, my best friend, who I call my sister, and her husband and their kids came to visit us. And we had been talking about all the things that we were going to do when they came to visit. And I had recently picked up snorkeling as a hobby. Loved it. Snorkeling to me almost feels like flying. And it's just so relaxing. It's something that invites all of your senses to take part in something that is just miraculous to me. Personally, that's just me. Other people may not like it, but that's okay. So we had talked about snorkeling, and I essentially told her the same thing, how it made me feel, just the experience of getting to see ocean life up close and personal, and just in such an engaging way. And so I couldn't wait to share that with her. I was so excited. So they came to visit. We were sitting on the beach. And so we were talking about snorkeling. And so her husband, who I call my brother, I said, "Brother, are you going to go snorkeling with us?" And he looked at me, he smiled, and he said, "I don't think the Lord wants me to do that." Well, I was confused. I was like, what? Why would you say that? And his reasoning was kind of in line with the fact that he didn't feel prepared or equipped to do that, to participate in that. He wasn't the best swimmer. He wasn't the most confident in the water. So to him, he said he didn't think the Lord wanted him to do that. So I'm confused. I'm looking. I'm trying to, hold my tongue because I don't want to go in on him. That's not nice. So I sat and I said, well, why would the Lord God bring you all the way from Texas across the ocean to an island where you've never been for you not to experience something new and to take that with you and carry it away with you? Why would he do that? That's not the God we serve. And I asked him if there was something that he was afraid of. And he said, no, I don't use the word fear. I'm not saying I'm afraid. I'm just saying I don't feel equipped to do that thing. Okay. So I listened to his reasoning. It's like, all right, I got you. And then I left it alone. So the next day, we went to a different beach. This is a beach called Turtle Bay, one of the most beautiful places. It just brings a smile to my face. So we were there. We set up. Everybody decides on, how the day is going to go. And so I asked him one more time, brother, are you going to swim and snorkel? And he says, no. I said, okay. So my sister and I go out to the water first. We're snorkeling and we're doing our thing. And it is such a fun experience. And she was so excited. I remember the smile on her face. And she was so proud of herself. And I was proud of her too. So we get out of the water. And then my husband and I go back in and we snorkel and spend some time in the water. Then we come out and we go back to the group where we have our stuff set up. And my brother says, sister, I'm going to go. And I said, for real? He said, yeah, I'm going to do it. Y'all, I was so excited for him. I was so happy because I knew it took a lot for him, because even though he said he didn't want to say the word fear, I could see that there was some hesitation and trepidation that he was dealing with that was going to possibly prevent him from having this experience. So his wife reminds him, hey, I'm going to be there the whole time. We tell him, all you have to do is stand up. If you get uncomfortable, just stand up, because it's not deep. The water is not deep where we were snorkeling at. And he says, okay, all right. And we show him how to use the snorkeling gear. And then he gets up, they go out and they snorkel. And he comes back and the smile on his face was priceless. He was so proud of himself. I could see the pride radiated from his being. And it was so awesome to see. It was so awesome to share in that experience together. And I remember telling him that day that he had given himself an opportunity. He had given himself a chance to be bold, and that would never leave him. I knew that day that what he had experienced and what he had shown up for himself for and given himself the chance to do would forever change his life, because it set him free. It set him free from operating in faulty thinking or being fearful or allowing fear to be a motivator. That bound him from operating in the moment to give himself a chance to receive goodness. It was just, every time I think about it, like, yeah, he did that. I'm so proud of him. So it's just encouraging to know that you get to give yourself a chance for greatness, because you were made to win. And we've all had moments like that. A situation where you're uncertain or unsure that you possess and have the capacity to meet the moment, right? It could either be, oh, well, I'm not an expert in that, or I don't know as much as other people, or this is the first time that I've done it, or it's just a hobby, or, Yeah, I do it, but I don't like do it. What does that even mean? We all have faced that before, where you start to question or doubt. How can you show up in this moment and really give yourself a chance? Or do you even deserve to? Oh, well, they're more qualified than I am. Or, oh, but they've been doing it longer. Don't diminish yourself. Don't take opportunities away from yourself, because you deserve to win. You deserve the victories that were made just for you. You were made to win. And when we choose to show up for ourselves and give ourselves a chance, we benefit beyond just the moment. That's why you were made to win, because winning isn't just for now, it's for later. When you have those wins in your column, when times get hard, or when you're challenged to try something new, or when things start to become so new that you're not sure if you understand how to navigate that space, you get to reach back in time, pull out a win, and see, oh no, I am a winner. Oh no, I do have victories assigned to me. I am an overcomer. I am a conqueror. I can do this. That's why the winning isn't just for now. And that's why you were made to win. So what does showing up for yourself look like? Personally, I've had to learn through time. I was, for a very long time, the kind of person that did not want compliments. Don't compliment me. And if you do, then I have to return the compliment. And my husband used to get on me and say, you deserve to be complimented too. Yes, I do. But I don't want people just seeing good in me. I want them to see the good in themselves. Show up for yourself too. So I want you to take away. If you're going to give me one, I'm going to give it back. And I've had to learn that it's okay to just take the compliment, because that's another way to show up for yourself. It's okay to let people sing your praises, to say you did a great job in that, or we really appreciate the time and effort, or I'm so thankful that you participated. That's okay to hear, because that's a way that you show up for yourself too. That's a win. Showing up for yourself means that you are willing to see an open door. And the Lord God Almighty is the God of open doors. Open doors are the opportunities that are made just for you. They were designed with you in mind. The gifts that you have, the talents that you have, the strengths that you possess, your experiences, your context, your knowledge, your willpower, your know-how, all of that is what that open door, that opportunity contains. And it's just for you, because only you can walk through it. Other people may try, but it won't look the same. The outcome is not the same. The product is not the same. What people take away from it is not the same, because that was your door. Your open doors are where predestination and provision meet. And they meet to give you a chance to show up for yourself. Have you ever stopped to think about how many open doors show up for you in a day, or how many opportunities you are given in a day or in a week? Every time that you encounter someone, every time that you apply the best of your abilities, every time that you answer a question according to your wealth of knowledge and expertise. Every time you share an encouraging word, you demonstrate kindness to someone. That is an open door. Volunteering for an organization or leading a new project at work, those are open doors. Revelation 3:8, 1 Corinthians 16:9, John 10:9, and Colossians 4:3 are all living records. And I say living because it wasn't just for then, it is for now. They are living records that the Lord God, who set your days and loves you unconditionally, desires goodness for you by opening doors. And why does he open doors for us? He opens doors for us so that we can see ourselves the way that he sees us and experience a win. He wants wins in your column. He wants you to have those victories so that you are reminded of who you are. And that's something that nobody can take away from you. Nobody can take your victories from you. So when he says, I open doors that nobody can close, he means that. The opportunities that are made for you are for you. Nobody can take your wins from you. And opportunities are not coincidence. They are providence. You didn't get that opportunity just because. You have that opportunity because you serve a God. You were created by a God. You are loved by a God who is faithful and who is a provider and a lover of your very life and soul. And because he is provident and because he knows you by name personally, when he opens a door for you, all he asks is that you take the chance, that you show up for yourself and give yourself a chance by stepping through that door. So when it came to my brother, the beach was there, the gear was there, the understanding of what to do was there. He had to take a chance for himself, step into the water, put the gear on, and move in the direction of what he believed. Did he believe that he deserved that opportunity? Did he believe that he should have the moment to take a chance? He had to believe that. Otherwise, he never would have got up off the shore. I used to get so frustrated when people would say, take a leap of faith. And it was probably more so based in just a context of knowing. So in high school, senior year, and then for a little while in college, I was a dancer. And being on the dance team, we had to learn proper technique for a lot of the things that we did, a lot of the moves that we executed. And I remember learning how to do a quote unquote proper jeté, a leap. And it was so hard. Having to learn how to align my body just so that I could lift my center of gravity up off the ground, straddle my legs, and move in a specific direction was so hard. So when I used to hear people say, take a leap of faith, it just did not sit right with me that the Lord, why would he want me to leap in faith? That's not easy to do. That's hard. And how do I even do that? And then the Lord said, no. That's not what I want you to do. I don't want you to leap. I know that human beings have a hard enough time just walking. Why would I want you to leap in faith? No, I want you to step in faith. I want you to take a step in the direction of what you believe. That's it. Matthew 14 is the story of Peter walking on the water. They see Jesus. They thought he was a ghost because who walks on the water? So they say, oh no, it's a ghost. And he said, don't be afraid. Be encouraged. It's me. And then Peter says, well, if it's you, tell me to walk on the water. And so Jesus says, come on, come out here. And all Peter has to do is step off the boat. The Lord didn't say jump out here, leap out here, row to me. He just said, come. And all he had to do was take a step in the direction of what he believed was possible, what he possessed the ability to do. He knew he could walk. And if you're in a boat, you have some understanding that you know how to swim, or at least flail enough to survive. So he knew he possessed the capacity. And when he got out and he started walking, he was walking on water. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it. And then something starts to shake his faith. The wind starts blowing. And then he starts to sink and he says, Lord, help me. And so Jesus reaches down and picks him up and he says, why do you have such little faith? And some people will hear that story and they'll say, but he started sinking. And that's not the point. The point is that aside from the Messiah himself, Peter is the only person in recorded history to ever walk on water. And there were witnesses to it. He put his feet on top of water, defying physics, the laws of physics, to give himself the chance. He showed up for himself, had a desire, saw the open door, and took a step in the direction of his faith. And it was recorded in history. That is an amazing testimony to have. And nobody could ever take that away from him. Nobody can ever say, well, Peter didn't really walk on water. No, it's written, it's recorded, it's there. He did that thing. He did that. And nobody can take that away. Nobody can take your wins from you because they reveal something about the truth of who you are. So when you see that open door and you take that step, your faith doesn't have to be like anybody else's faith. There were other people on that boat. Any of them could have said, Lord, tell me too. Tell me too. He was the only one. Your faith doesn't have to look like anybody else's. And your faith doesn't have to be walking on water. Your faith could be as simple as just deciding that you're going to take a leadership role. Because you know that you possess the skills and the knowledge to guide a project or a team. Your step could be reaching out to a birth parent because you want a connection to family and you feel like it's time. Your step could be finally attending an AA meeting or a support group because you've decided that you want to give up an addictive habit. And you're recognizing that it is destroying the essence of who you are and hurting the people around you. Those steps of faith matter. And when you are moving in the direction of what you believe because you're responding to seeing that open door, you will be rewarded. Whatever your step of faith looks like, know today that you were made to win. So that step of faith is possible. We are reminded so masterfully in Philippians 4:13 that we can do all things through the Messiah and in his strength. When he is strengthening us, we are capable of not only seeing that open door, but being instantaneously reminded of everything that we possess that says, yes, yes, you can. Yes, you deserve. Yes, you should. Now take a step in the direction of what you believe and give yourself some goodness. That's why the Lord doesn't ask us to leap. He asks us only to take a step and walk through that door so he can grow us. And then once you start walking, you get some momentum, and each step inspires the next step. And then all that courage, all of that ability, all that capacity comes back to you. And now you are set up to do good works. Do good. Do good where you are. Do good for yourself. Do good for others. Very simple. Just do good. So one of my favorite verses, and I learned this verse, oh man, I don't know, probably in 2015. And it instantly spoke to me. And every time I read it, or every time I remind myself, every time I pray it, it brings a smile to my face and reassurance to my heart. Because it says that we are God's workmanship, created in Jesus to do the good works that he planned for us to do long ago. And it encourages me because in that one verse, it talks about predestination. It talks about providence. It talks about the intention of the Lord. And it also talks about my ability. My victories, my wins are already written. So all I have to do is see the open door. If there was good planned for me to do long ago, well, all I have to do is see the open doors. All I have to do is step in the direction of what I believe, walk in that, and then do good. The good that builds and blesses me and builds and blesses the people around me. And not that it's easy, because sometimes when you start thinking about it and you get that, my husband said it's analysis paralysis, when you start really overthinking things and it freezes you. That's not what the Lord intends. He intends for you to be blessed by the fact that I've provided this door for you. He wants you to be encouraged by knowing I've empowered you and given you all that you need to walk through this door. And to do good works. That's it. Just do good. And what do good works look like? Good works look different for everybody. They look different for every single one of us, but people's lives are changed forever when you do good works. Giving your job your best energy, setting boundaries, taking the time to be present in a conversation with somebody when they really need it. Meeting somebody's need in a way that doesn't invalidate your own needs. Showing up for yourself. Those are good works that leave a lasting impression with people. Providing quality customer service so that people know that they're heard and they're seen. Giving someone truth and love. Those are good works. Matthew 5:16 and Hebrews 13:16 encourage us to do good works because it pleases the Lord God and it blesses people around us. And it reminds us that our victories, our wins are not just for today. They bless people later. They bless us later. So let's do a quick self-check. Let's take a minute. Let all of that settle. If nothing else is playing back in your mind, I want it to be that you were made to win. In order to show up so that we give ourselves a chance, we need to see the open door. See the open door. Step through it in faith and then do good works. That's how we win. Are you seeing the open doors in the course of your day? And are you giving yourself a chance to show up for yourself and to take a step in the direction of what you believe for your own good? If not, what is stopping you? Is it fear? Is it doubt? Are you struggling with the desire to give yourself good? Have you accepted the truth that you were made to win and you deserve goodness? Showing up for ourselves can challenge us. It does challenge us. Sometimes it requires us to acknowledge the spaces where we're uncomfortable, where we may have had faulty thinking or destructive habits and tendencies. And that's not who you're supposed to be. You deserve to give yourself good. And it also requires that you dig deep. For some people, you're digging deep for encouragement. For some of us, it's for perseverance. For others of us, it's for not sabotaging ourselves because somehow in the back of our mind, we don't really feel worthy enough. That's a real place to be. But when you decide that you deserve to give yourself a chance and be reminded that because your opportunities are not coincidence, but they are providence, you will rest in the fact of knowing, okay, I possess everything I need to succeed. And I can show up for myself today because I'm going to choose today to see the open door. I'm going to choose today to step in the direction of what I believe. And then I'm going to do good works. There is greatness in store for you every day. And there is goodness for you to share every day. And all you have to do is honor yourself by giving yourself the chance. Show up for yourself. Don't let fear or doubt stop you from being great today. Because the opportunities that you have, the open doors that you have were made just for you. So be encouraged. Cheer yourself on. Remind yourself. Talk yourself up. Say those positive things that you know you need to hear to keep moving in the direction of what you believe. Use your gifts. Let your light shine. Put those talents on display. Because you got this. You deserve this. You are worthy of this. And when you show up for yourself in the ways that you need the most, when you see those open doors and you step in the direction of your faith, that boldness is not just for now. That win and that victory are not just for now. They will bless you later. And I am here praying for you, encouraging you, desiring for you to continue giving your best. Know that I am saying on your behalf, I agree that you deserve your best. I agree that goodness should be yours. Yes. Keep working. Keep walking. You can do it. You deserve it. So make your moments matter today and give yourself the goodness you deserve to live in the light of truth. And don't forget to take into tomorrow the lessons of today. Be gracious, be patient, and be loving to yourself. You got this. You got this. May the peace of Yah be yours. We'll talk soon. Have a wonderful day. All the best and all the blessings to you. And we'll talk soon. Bye, y'all.